Welcome to Venusian Soul. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be on the topic of self-love. So I'm just going to channel any messages regarding your journey towards self-love and anything to do with your personal growth and your relationship with yourself. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which cards have a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi, Group 1. So when it comes to self-love, I feel like the universe and spirit right now are helping you with harnessing your mind, in particular as well, balancing your thoughts or healing certain thoughts and beliefs and mental patterns that you've had. Because we have the Ten of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Moon. For some of you as well, I'm hearing there's patterns of self-sabotage, or there's ways of thinking and believing and putting energy forth that are blocking your blessings or blocking your manifestations. There's a sense that you're going through this period of healing, especially with Temperance as well, and closing out, a chapter, a cycle, a past way of being and doing, which opens the door to new opportunity for you. With the Two of Pentacles beneath the Ten of Swords, you may have gone through a phase as well where there was, I'm just hearing the siren in the background as well, and I'm hearing as well, Spirit's trying to get your attention with something. With trust your intuition, she's always right, and listen. The other thing I'm hearing is for some of you, there's been so much going on, and it doesn't have to just be physically, it could just be internally, but there's been some sort of turmoil, or just all your energy has been stirred up to a degree that it's difficult to hear what the divine has to say to you. Or there could be a specific message or prompt for each one of you that is trying to move you forward, but it's difficult to hear it with the background noise. Like I feel mentally there needs to be this clearing out process to give you that time and space to really hear Spirit and connect with Spirit. With the Star and the Two of Cups, again, I feel like there's some, with Law of Attraction and the Star, I get that energy where there's been visions or dreams and hopes that you've had or that you've aspired to that haven't yet come in. And with Law of Attraction sitting above energy work, I feel like there's changes that had to happen in your energy field. There was healing or there were shifts that make room for what you've been asking for. And part of why this is happening now is Spirit is in that process of helping you come into alignment. With Temperance above the Two of Cups, I do feel for some of you, Spirit is saying when you are manifesting a soulmate or a connection, there's a sense that after this period of healing, that's when it comes in. That you go through this process individually before new energy and new opportunity comes in, especially with the Emperor, the Star, and the Two of Cups. With the Emperor also, I am reading this for some of you as divine masculine energy with this Two of Cups, but I also feel sitting above the King of Swords, you are also learning how to really set boundaries, but I feel like these boundaries could be with yourself. Setting boundaries in terms of how you will and won't tolerate your self-talk, or what's good enough for you, what you deserve. There's certain lessons here around what you fill your inner landscape with and the effect that has on every facet of your life, how you feel, the things and opportunities that come towards you. I also think you're learning, for some of you, just how to quieten your mind, because I feel like when the mind spins, it can create a lot of chaotic mental energy. And we also have here, tune into your inner peace, and you also have a gratitude list. So for some of you as well, I feel like there could be an element of, yes, working on that inner peace, being at peace with yourself as well, like being in a place of self-love to the degree that you accept every facet of yourself. You feel at peace with your history, your past. It could be as well, for some of you, what's coming up a lot for you mentally is the past. I should have done this, or this could have been better, or, perhaps I should have taken this road, this path, this turn. It's like that energy of second guessing almost. But I feel with this process, Spirit is bringing you to a place where, number one, you can see the past clearly. With the Moon and the King of Swords, part of what's being illuminated here in your intuition, or what spirit is trying to get your attention with, is also how you have, I feel, perceived things or conceived of certain notions. It's like you're seeing things clearly. You go from the moon to the star. For some of you, this could be almost an epiphany where you realize that spirit was working with you and loving you through all these experiences. Like if you felt in the past, you know, maybe spirit doesn't have my back, maybe I've been abandoned, maybe things won't work out. It's like now you're in a space of really seeing things clearly, and you're understanding why things happened or turned out in the manner they did, and what blessings, you know, are in store for you, or how certain things that didn't work out, certain closed doors, have now set you up for what was truly meant for you. It's almost like you're going to understand why that person, that situation, that setting didn't come to be and didn't work out. I also feel and am hearing you're moving into a time that's more harmonious, where you are going to feel greater flow, where there is going to be an easing of your path, especially with this Two of Pentacles. If you felt like there's been a lot of balls in the air, or there's just been a lot going on, a lot of energies around you, I feel like you reach this point where things do really calm and quiet down, and you are feeling more at one with yourself as well. So when it comes to self-love, I feel that there's an integration process happening for group 1, where parts of yourself or parts of your experience that you haven't wanted to see or deal with, or that haven't been fully accepted so that they can just be integrated and released, I feel like now you're reaching a point where you can do so. I feel like now there's this space where you understand clearly, you see clearly, there's a certain level of knowing and awareness now. But a lot of this is happening, I feel, on the mental realm. Even with the moon next to the King of Swords, I feel like there could have been beliefs that were kind of submerged, that were subconscious, that exerted an influence. I also feel you're going to move into a time, especially with this Temperance and Two of Cups and Law of Attraction, where things come in more readily. If you have felt in the past, like, why aren't things coming together? Or, you know, why have things been such a struggle? I feel like you reach a point where they start to flow. With Two of Pentacles and tune into your inner peace, I do feel that Spirit is saying right now, the more you can clear your schedule, or the more you can take time out for meditation or just rest, solitude, it could be listening to music, the more that's going to help to balance and recharge your energy as well. I do feel overall there is a strong sense with this group that you're very much protected, that you are being protected, that things are going to work out in your favor, even if right now they feel a little bit tumultuous, or you're having difficulty finding your footing and finding, I just heard, solid ground. Because what I also feel for this group, you're going through such a change and such a release and a healing process. The person you were, and even perhaps the life you had or the life you thought you wanted, may be drastically different at the end. It's like you go from the Ten of Swords, and that's, you know, being on that framework or that groundwork of things kind of not, things being rocky or being built with the remnants of the past issues, past situations, past beliefs, even who you were in the past, to the Star, which is a far more promising time. And it's an energy where things are a lot more fruitful, things are more abundant, things start to really flow for you and really work out for your highest good and in your highest good. But with Two of Pentacles and the Emperor also, I feel, again, I keep hearing boundaries and being in your power, but it's a strengthening just within you. This isn't about, I don't feel there's anyone else in this spread. It's really about your inner journey and you really holding your voice, holding your power, and being conscious in terms of what you allow into your energy. Not only in terms of people and situations, but especially what are you holding privately in your energy field. The thoughts, the emotions, the beliefs, the memories, it's like that's what's building your life. That's what you're creating from. And I feel like Spirit is here helping you become more conscious of what you're perceiving, what you're thinking about, how that affects your manifestations, how that affects what you can receive. So it's almost like your beliefs need some expansion So they allow for and make room for what's meant for you and what wants to come in for you. And again, for some of you, I do feel there's this beautiful connection manifesting too, but it's a healthy connection. It's a connection that doesn't leave you in this energy. It's a connection that I feel also reflects your state of self-love, reflects your healing journey and what you've been through. But there is a really strong message and note here to really listen to your intuition, because I do feel that spirit is trying to get your attention about, you know, something or a situation so that you can see it clearly, but also respond clearly. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, group 2. So the first message I hear for you, we have slow down and rest, you need it, and breathe in bliss, exhale BS. I feel for this group, there is this period of downtime, but there is an energy of patience in these cards where there's a need to take your time. But I keep hearing everything's working out for you, especially as it pertains to something you may have been seeking or something that you're wanting to come in. Because with perfect timing as well, I feel like spirit is really here telling you like things are going according to plan. Things are going to work out. You are going to receive what you want. There's some sort of victory here with 6 of Wands and 3 of Cups. I am getting that energy of celebration, enjoying your life, or having a breakthrough. Now, for every single one of you, it'll be completely different. For some of you, I feel like this is in the career sector. There could be a breakthrough in terms of opportunity, finances, abundance. For some of you, I think it could be a relationship and some sort of breakthrough in a connection. But it's funny with this card, we have relationship, your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship reflects that. There's a really strong reminder in this group as it pertains to self-love and personal growth, that what you hold internally is reflected externally. We have it in this card, and then here, your reality is a reflection of your inner world. So spirit is really coming through strong that what you hold internally in terms of your energy signature, your frequency, how you're feeling about yourself is affecting and will affect your manifestations, the timing of them, the quality of them, and how they come to be. So I do feel for this group, you may be in a place or a phase where, you know, there is a level of I want to say introspection, where your attention's really being drawn within, where spirit is really asking you to be conscious of, you know, how you're feeling, what your needs are, as well as what I'm hearing. For some of you, I feel like you may be a little bit out of sync. For those of you where you're really pushing towards some sort of goal or breakthrough, or you may just be really busy. With 8 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands, it could be that you have a lot of work, or you just have a lot going on that you're working on, whether this is within yourself, career, relationships, friendships. I just feel like there's a sense of needing to balance things. But spirit is also asking that you be very much in sync with your needs. Like I'm hearing like your hunger signals, your signals for rest, like make sure that you're not burning the candle at both ends, that there is a level of relaxation or downtime to allow things to come into play. And we have play here. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So again, I do feel for many of you, you are busy working at something, like a project, a career, there could be an opportunity, but I feel like Spirit is saying, working too hard in a physical sense without taking time to refresh and replenish your energy, or without maintaining balance between rest and work, that could be throwing you out of sync as well. We have perfect timing. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are right for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. Again, for many of you, Spirit is saying there's some sort of breakthrough. I feel for a lot of you, this could be career, dreams, life purpose, something you're working on, some sort of vision you've had for yourself. I also am hearing it's really important that you take time out to socialize, and have fun with others. Whether this is with Three of Cups in play, this could be like friends, family, co-workers. I just feel like now's the time for enjoyment, especially social connections. For those of you where you are wanting more connection in your life and you feel like that's really important, it's like Spirit is saying, don't set aside those desires for connection. It's like I just heard being in sync with all your appetites and all your desires. For some of you, you could have been working so hard on trying to improve or expand your career or your business or your life in some way that social relationships or your own projects, your own passions had to be put aside or fell by the wayside because your focus was on what was right in front of you, what was more pertinent. And we have Six of Swords sitting above Queen of Swords. For some of you as well, you might make the decision to close something out or transition away from, I'm hearing situations that drain you or situations that were toxic, especially with this card, things that are no longer aligned with you. With Six of Swords and Eight of Swords, I feel like there's an energy that you'll be cutting ties with anyone or anything that keeps you stagnant, that slows you down. If there's people that haven't been on your wavelength or haven't been able to connect with you at the level you hope for. With the Four of Cups here, for some of you, I feel like you have a breakthrough with something which enables you to close the door on something that wasn't working. For example, you may receive a new opportunity, and obviously that enables you the resources to walk away from what you were doing previously or what hasn't satisfied you. With the Eight of Swords sitting above the Nine of Swords, there may be some fears or worry around what you're working towards or around your work in general. I just feel there's some sort of worry or mental unrest around it. But I feel like Spirit is also letting you know that things are going to work out and that you are moving in the right direction. That everything you're working towards or seeking for yourself is on point. And I feel like the Divine and Spirit is going to be helping you with that process also. With the Eight of Pentacles here, sitting above your reality as a reflection of your inner world, again, I feel like for some of you, you've been manifesting or working on some sort of vision, whether this is a vision for a business, your career, your finances, something that you're holding for yourself and that you know will bring you that fulfillment. So there could be some fine tuning as your inner world is shifting, you know, your beliefs, your energy is being recharged as well, because I do feel for some of you, you could have been working so hard that it's depleted that energy and there needs to be that balance restored. But I just feel you reach a point where things really come together and things start to really flow. With this group, I do feel like there could be a tendency towards overthinking. For some of you, you could be air signs or you could have air like sun, moon, rising. But with the Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, one of your greatest attributes is your intellect and your mind. Could be also for this group communication skills. You're a strong communicator, but there's a need to balance that energy. And it could be, you may be someone as well who, when you have an idea for something or a project or a passion, it consumes you. Like that's all you think about. That just drives you, which is a positive trait in the sense of perseverance. But sometimes you got to make sure as well that your energy has time to kind of replenish. With the Nine of Swords though, I keep hearing this message around changing your relationship with fear or worry, not allowing doubts, not allowing self-doubt and fear and uncertainty to shake how you think about yourself or how you think about what you can achieve, what you can do. So there is this need to be more free-flowing with your life path. Allowing, yes, taking action. That doesn't mean surrendering or giving up on a dream or a vision, but allowing it to unfold as it will. Not trying to force it or not trying to make things happen. There's a balance between the divine masculine of, go-getter energy we have here with this Six of Wands versus that divine feminine flow state. And I feel for this group, there may be a need to just kind of take a step back, not permanently, but temporarily, just to kind of also make sure you're not neglecting I just heard your relationship with yourself as well, that you are having time where you can really check in with yourself and your own needs, but also your relationships with others. There is a strong social element in these cards. With the Three of Cups sitting beneath the Six of Wands, there may be a situation as well where people are really celebrating you, where you're receiving some sort of accolades or acknowledgement from others around your journey, what you've achieved, how far you've come. It could be your success in general. I just feel like there could be a really there could be a lot of support around you, and this could be from family, friends, co-workers. There's just a sense of appreciation. And I'm also hearing it's important that you appreciate yourself, that you acknowledge yourself, and that you give back to yourself in terms of what you've created. Or really, I feel for this group as well, you may be go-getters where you're very progressive. You're always forward moving. You're always thinking, okay, what can I do next? How can I expand this? How can I improve? And Spirit is saying, make sure you give yourself that gratitude for the work you've done. Make sure that you also pat yourself on the back and you're proud of your own achievements. I feel like your schedule may need to be looked at as well. And again, it's not always feasible to change your schedule, but sometimes it can be something as simple as even taking, 15 minutes for yourself, or taking, a small period of time for yourself, just to recharge, just to kind of restore your energy before moving forward again. So I do feel, I just keep hearing balance, but I feel like it's like when you take a step back, it's like you receive and achieve more from doing so. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, Group 3. So the message I'm hearing for this group is don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of movement or shifting something. For this group, for some of you, I feel like you may not be happy with where you're at or what you're doing, because I feel like there's a prompt or encouragement around potentially following your own dreams, but following your passions, following your joy. And this, I feel for many of you, this could be career related, especially we have life purpose here next to the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So there could be some sort of vision or some dream you have in regards to your life purpose, your career that you want to move towards. But with this Devil energy, there could be fears or doubts or negativity that's kind of holding you back. But I feel like Spirit is saying, like, don't be afraid to try something new, or don't be afraid to make a change, take that leap of faith, begin again and start fresh, because it could bring in new opportunity and bring in a lot more joy. It's like, I feel this energy where Spirit is wanting you to really enjoy life and make sure that your life is a reflection of who you are, but what you love. For some of you, I just feel like you're finished with where you're at, and that will be different for all of you. I do feel for many of you, I am speaking around a career, a job. There could be some sort of new idea you have for a business or a venture or a side project, but I feel like Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to take that leap of faith when you feel guided to do so. You also have here, keep your thoughts positive, unleash your inner wild child, get up and dance, and show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. With these cards, I keep getting that energy of unleashing you, unleashing your energy, sharing your skills, your passions, not being afraid as well to stand out or to break away from the crowd. To do something that perhaps is outside the norm, or to move in a direction that, could be quite, I feel like it may be captivating for you, but it may not be well understood by people around you. And here, it's like, when it comes to your life purpose is what brings you joy and thus, spreads joy to others. If you don't feel joy, or there's not passion and love with what you're doing, then most likely it's not your purpose. Not to mention your purpose will grow and evolve as you do. When you start out and at one phase of your journey, it could be one thing specifically, and as you evolve, it starts to shift. But I feel for many of you, there may be something that you have your eye on, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here, or some sort of plan or desire around career, business. With this Ten of Wands, I just feel like wherever you've been and what you've been doing, it's like that energy of things weighing you down, where it's like you need to shake it off, or there's a need or desire to kind of start fresh, try again, explore something new. With the Devil and the Ace of Cups, I'm hearing as well, don't be afraid to open your heart back up to new joys, new pleasures, new love. Like it's the sense of not being closed off or not allowing fear or the past to hold you back from what's meant for you now. Because with the Ten of Wands, it's like there's a lot that has to be let go of, I feel, to make room for something new. We have acceptance here. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire life and everyone to their highest potential. I feel for this group as well, like there's a need to have just unconditional love for yourself, unconditional love and unconditional acceptance, especially if at times you can be critical of yourself, or you feel like I could be further ahead, or maybe I'm not doing enough, or I don't know, some sort of storyline you tell yourself about either your worth or just where you're at. And we have giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. What I'm getting is that to receive the new opportunity, the new dream, the new energies, the new love, the new people, the old has to be let go of. There has to be space for it. And I feel for many of you with the Ten of Wands and the Devil and the Hangman, you may still be in this phase where the past or these older energies haven't fully closed out. So they need to be closed out first, and there has to be this strength to say no to what's not working, or to heal what hasn't worked, what you're releasing, to make room. So there is this process of shedding and purification that's also happening. With the Devil sitting above the Hangman, I feel things may be on hold or on pause until the devil energy can be fully resolved, whatever that is for you individually, whether that's a toxic person, a memory of someone or something toxic from the past. It could be self-destructive or negative patterns or habits that kind of anchor you in that frequency, that make it hard to bring in something new. But with the Hangman and the Two of Wands, I do feel for many of you in this group, you're at a crossroads, and Spirit is saying it's time for something new. It's time for you to take the new path, new opportunities, new beginning. And I feel like there is going to be a lot more coming in for you, but you have to as well kind of be open to it. Be open to receiving, or be open to, embracing something different. Taking that leap of faith. I also feel like there is a strong message here of unconditional love for self. And when we truly love and adore ourselves, and we're in that space of acceptance, we want ourselves to be happy. It's really important that we find that happiness within. So I do feel for many of you, Spirit is encouraging you to really dig deep and search out what does bring me joy? What is my greatest fulfillment? What am I passionate about? It's like you're potentially becoming more clear in regards to not only who you are, because I feel like this could have been something you've always wanted, or this could have been something that's kind of been there in the background that you haven't fully acted on. But it's like Spirit is saying, like, now's the time to move ahead. But again, I keep hearing you have to have the strength to let go of someone or something, or fully close it out completely before it can come in for you. I feel like if you hold on, then there's a sense that it won't fully come to fruition, or you won't have the full fulfillment of your desires. With the Hangman and the Two of Wands, again, there could be some time where things still need to work out, where things need to close out before the new path or the new opportunity, or you start to gain traction on this new journey. So Spirit is saying the inner world, and really like being in a place of peace, serenity, connection, joy comes first. And then things start to really flow and follow in the physical. But I also feel for many of you, and with this energy, it's like you could go through a phase where there's a lot of turmoil internally, especially with the Devil and the Ten of Wands and Strength. There could be kind of, for some of you, this could be like, I just heard doing battle with your demons, or doing and going through a process where you're really working through the shadow. And some of these shadow elements are coming to the surface for resolution and healing, but it may be a bit of an arduous, intense process where it's quite difficult to move through all of those energies. But I feel like as well, Spirit is really encouraging you as you go through that journey and as you take these steps moving forward. With the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like for many of you as well, again, it seems to be relative to life purpose, career, abundance, but I see you being really grounded and very abundant financially, being in a place as well where you really know yourself, you know your worth, you know what you want, and you're not going to accept anything less than that. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, Group 4. So the first message I'm hearing, we have the Ace of Swords here next to be honest with yourself. And I feel like there's something that Spirit is communicating to you that you know, there's some sort of truth about someone or something that Spirit is trying to get your attention about. I feel for some of you, there's someone or something that you need to walk away from, that you're kind of finished with. With the Eight of Cups and time to go, the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life and know that the sun will rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So again, I feel like for some of you, you're closing something out, but it's like you're headed towards the sun. You're headed towards your happiness. I feel like there's something or someone that has not been working in your world or in your life, and it's time, and there's this prompt for something new. I also feel for this group, you may just be on a journey of self. Like I keep hearing the phrase authentic self, like finding your authentic self, or making sure your life is a perfect reflection of your authentic self. Making sure the people, the situations, the settings are very much aligned with who you are and what you feel. Now for this group, there's something to do with butterflies. Like there's so many butterflies here, or birds as well, like birds, butterflies. They could be like a spirit animal or an omen for you. I also keep seeing we have here 1111, so number sequences, and we have look for the signs and synchronicities, and awaken your authentic self and be true to you. Believe in yourself, unleash your inner unicorn. There's something around believing in magic again. Being inspired again, or getting back to who you really are, your soul, your truth, your essence. But I do feel for many of you, there are a lot of synchronicities, even dragonflies, because I'm hearing like we have dragonflies, feathers, butterflies. I keep seeing birds, winged creatures, but there's this sense as well that Spirit is giving you all these confirmations so that you know that you're supported, so that you know you're being guided, you are being led, that you are safe, and that you can trust Spirit and the universe on this path. But for some of you, I feel like you're ready for something new. With the sun sitting above the Fool, it's like time to begin again. And we have the Eight of Cups, but beneath it, the Ace of Pentacles. So there's this sense as well of walking away from something to move toward, with this Ace of Pentacles, a new project or a new opportunity. There's something that Spirit is encouraging you to create or give birth to. For some of you, this could be a new life. There's also an emphasis here on children. For some of you, I do feel like it's getting back in touch with your inner child. For others of you, and for a minority, it could be a message about a child, whether this is like a birth or, you know, a child you have in your life. But I just feel it's really about getting back to who you really are. But also when I said about going back and returning to that sense of magic, do you know, with children, like anything's possible. They're dreamers. They're really connected to Spirit. That belief in the potential hasn't been crushed. For some of you, it's like that energy of excitement and passion and renewal has been restored, or you're reaching a place or reaching a point where you're able to access some of this enjoyment, some of this excitement. With the Queen of Cups, there could be an element here of emotional healing too. if things have felt very, I just heard kind of like flat, or you may have been feeling like a little bit numb, where your life is kind of lackluster, or you're just not feeling inspired, you're not feeling a part of what is happening. I feel like it's like things are coming back together, or certain opportunities, situations are coming together in such a way that you really feel inspired, you feel renewed. But for this group, it's very obvious that there's a new beginning, and for some of you, this Eight of Cups, I feel like you could just be walking away from a cycle, but for some of you, I feel like there's some sort of truth that's been communicated to you and through you that something isn't working, or something needs to close out, that it's time for that ending to make way and to make room for the new. With the Sun, I see you being far happier in this new cycle, or with these new circumstances, than you were previously. I do feel, and I do get that energy, or that sense that, you know, what had been may have not been fully working with you. And with that Ace of Swords sitting above the Three of Pentacles, there may be some sort of opportunity in regards to your skills, passions, and talents. With the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool, this can be like a new business, a new enterprise, a new career. And next to Time to Go, it could be closing out what didn't hold passion for you, especially with this Queen of Cups, so that you can work in a more heart-centered way, so that you feel more inspired, or you feel more in touch and more in sync with the magic of life, the magic of you as well, like your own talents, your own beauty, your own gifts and abilities. It's reaching that place of, you know, knowing what you deserve, yes, but also feeling inspired to really go after what you want and deserve. I also feel like there's going to be a period of time where you feel, the word I'm hearing is more lit up, where you feel more excited, more exuberant, the energies just feel more kind of powerful around you. But again, I keep getting like magical, mythical creatures, and also your imagination might be really on point at the moment as well, but it's like seeing certain signs or omens, or just being in sync with, it could just be as well like the more spiritual, esoteric side of life, where there are a lot of, you know, opportunities or a lot of energies around you. But it's a good balance, because you have the Sun and you also have the King of Pentacles. So it is grounded energy, but there's some sort of magic around how things unfold. Like it could be a situation or circumstances where things come together in such a way that it's very obvious that the divine is working with you, that spirit has had a hand in bringing certain conditions together, or, you know, in helping you create certain circumstances. But I just feel overall there is a really, there's a new energy that wants to flow through your life, essentially. For some of you, you may, with the Eight of Cups and the Fool, you may decide to literally start a new life. You may just want to start fresh, start from scratch, have a blank slate, begin again. But I feel obviously that's because there's been so many changes that have happened internally leading up to this point. But for many of you, I feel like you're at that crossroads or that choice point where it's time for things to change. It's time for, you know, a new beginnings, new opportunities, new connections, new energies to kind of find you or be in your world. And I feel like Spirit is saying as well, like it's important that you prioritize your own joy and your own happiness, that you put yourself first, that you don't allow, you know, fears or doubts to kind of limit you or hold you back from what you truly desire and what you truly deserve, and what will bring you that happiness that you seek. Especially if in the past you felt, I just heard as well, like you've had to swallow your voice. And this could be in terms of connection, this could be in regards to career or in certain group settings, but I feel that there's a willingness to speak up, or you feel as though you can be more open, more honest, more authentic. And that's also having really positive effects when it comes to your journey and your path moving forward. It's like I keep hearing you're able to express more of yourself. For some of you, what you may be led towards or what you're working on could be something that really showcases more of your talents, or really showcases and demonstrates, you know, certain attributes in regards to your energy It could have been like a hidden talent or a hidden skill. It could be something where that involves self-expression, where you're able to speak, share your story, write, create. There's just some sort of emphasis on you sharing more of that light, more of that energy, and more of your gifts, and feeling as well very free and very open, especially if in the past you felt somewhat bound, or you felt like you couldn't reveal or unveil all aspects of yourself, or there could have been attributes you not necessarily hid, but they were kind of like dormant. It's like you didn't have the platform or the opportunity or the career where you could showcase it. There's something around bringing what you've had, those inner resources and that inner beauty and light, and sharing it. And again, that'll vary for all of you, but for some of you, it could be you could be passionate about a venture or project or business or career that involves self-expression, or that involves sharing more, being more visible. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.